Hey, you guys. Hello. Welcome back to your jobs or the work week, or if you're not working, just the week. Or if you're like a freelancer, unemployed, a week where you stay at home during the day while other people go to work and you think to yourself, this is kind of awesome. Slash, I feel like I'm doing nothing with my life. I'm not actually in that position, seeing as I am employed currently, but I have been in that position before. What does that have to do with everything? Nothing, except that I feel all discombobulated because of the extended weekend. The LW, long weekend. But I wanted that to be like LP, like LPW, long playing weekend. What am I saying? I don't know. Sometimes I feel like someone's taken my head, like if my head were a snow globe, they've taken it and turned it over and shaken it up, and then things are still falling like that. But right now I feel more like someone just removed my brain from my head cavity, which would be my head. And if you were to listen inside, it sounds like this. As opposed to the number crunching or theremin that you normally hear in there. Anyway, it's July 5th, Cinco de Julio, and I believe in the last vlog, I just stifled a burp in case you're wondering what that sort of pause weirdness was. And then I decided to tell you about it because I figure if you can't enjoy the sound, you can at least enjoy knowing what you're missing. But I was saying something. Oh yes, in the last vlog I was bitching about the long drive. Well, and now I have something else to tell you about driving. I got distracted on my drive home, so I missed one of the freeways, so the drive took a little longer than it needed to. And then I almost went flying through a red light. Like I had to slam on the brakes. And everything in my car, my purse, my tote bag, my flip-flops, because I'm wearing sandals, but I was like, I don't know if I can drive in these shoes, so I need car flip-flops. They all went flying forward. My flip-flops flapped into my dash. Or the lower part of the dash, where the dash meets the rug. The dug. The rash. Anyway, so then I thought, Alison, pay attention. What is wrong with you? And now I'm home. I did some apartment hunting this weekend. I still haven't found a place. Part of the problem is that I don't know what neighborhood I want to live in. I'm like any of them, or most of them would be okay. And I think it's easier if you're like, I want to live in this 2-block square. But originally, I wasn't even looking on the west side. I was just looking on the east side. And then I discovered, lo and behold, even though people had told me this, I had not experienced that it is much less hot on the west side. And I am someone who's unhappy for the entire summer season because it's hot and I hate that. So therefore, it might be worth it to me to have a little longer drive and a little less sweat on my upper lip. Because I get a sweat stash. And it's unattractive. And it's important to me to be always attractive. To myself, at the very least. And occasionally I won't wipe it away or lick it off because I'll just be like, I'm just going to let it ride. And then I look in the mirror and I think, Alison, what happened to your face? What else? Rich Eisen was on the show tonight. There was quite a bit of talk about sports. Yeah. I'm gonna go to a baseball game on Friday. Me. It's been many years since I've been to one. What else? Well, I feel like that should be it for now. Just gonna stare at my face. Oh, well, no, I'm not gonna tell you about that. I hope you had a good 4th. Mine wasn't very patriotic, except that like I said, I was looking for an apartment, which I feel is very American. Okay. I love you guys. Oh, well, the Casey Anthony verdict came out today. And I have an array of thoughts about that, which I talked about on the podcast. So I'm wondering what you guys think about all that, though. I mean, the thing that was striking me when I was listening to the verdict, and I felt I almost pulled over because I was like, I can't handle the anticipation. Was just that why are we so invested in this? I mean, it's not really going to affect any of our lives what happens to her. And I think also, had she been sentenced to death, I would feel like it wouldn't be a joyful kind of thing. It would be like the whole thing is just so sad. And yet, I also don't like feeling like this is a failure of the justice system. So I don't even know. The end. Okay. Look, I have a new tote bag, but the other one is behind it. So if you missed the old tote bag, don't you worry. I'll flip them soon. Okay. Love you guys. Talk to you tomorrow. Okay, also over the weekend I watched a clip from my old Ustream show, specifically the burping contest, and I thought I should really do another episode of the Ustream show. So it's in the works. Okay, love you guys.